Okie dokie, we're on air. So we can bow in standing. Onegaishimasu. So we come apart, parallel feet. Bend your knees. Feet flat on the ground. Come down in your hip joint. Here, come down. Concentrate on the inner arch, of the legs. Concentrate on the inner arch. So you sit down on the bar stool, flat on the lower back. Spend a little bit of time. Take your time. Hi, Fabrizio.
Hi. Sorry for the delay.
Parallel feet. A few deep breaths so you can relax into it. Relax into the posture. Drop the tailbone straight down. Pull up the perineum, like hoist, pull up, lift the pelvic floor. Put your hands on your back and breathe into your lower back. Round the back off. Take out the curve in the lower back. Breathe in. And then you can carry that across to the front. Relax the shoulders. Feel the shoulders relaxing. Relax your ankles. Let the feet be soft on the ground so they flatten out. Breathe into the lower back. Pull up the pelvic floor. Breathe in lower back, flatten lower back, bring it to the front. And stretch the crown of the head up. So as you raise the head, your chest is coming down. So you have this up, down motion. Raise the head. Strong legs. You feel the tension, nice tension in the leg. They are solid. Expanded hara all the way from the back. Make sure your back is full, your lower back is full. So you can, the hands, to bring your hands on the back will bring your awareness to your back. Do you feel it? So you can breathe into your palms on your back. Feel it to the front. Relax the shoulders. The shoulders fall slightly forward. That's fine because you're rounding the back off. So you're rounding the back off. Draw your head up as the chest comes down. Palms, bring your palms up. Fill your fingers with energy a little bit. Your palms, let them float up. Float up. Let them float all the way up. And look and turn your palms inwards. So as if you would push the ceiling up. And keep stretching up. Vertical, vertical, vertical. Stretch up and have a good grounding down into the ground at the same time. Opening the rib cage, stretching up. Come up on your toes. Stretch up, stretch up. Bring your palms towards your face, towards your body, bring them down. Hands, fingertips, palms, full of energy. All the way down. Relax the shoulders, drop the elbows, keep the hands alive. Bend your knees, relax your ankles, flatten, let the tailbone drop down, flatten the lower back, pull up the pelvic floor, perineum. Drop the chest as the head comes up. Bring your hands up to your chest. Almost like opening your chest by pulling them out. Pull your hands out. Keep pushing out and let the hands and the fingers reach out. Pull away from each other. So you feel the stretch across the chest. You feel the stretch across your shoulder blades. Might be difficult to feel at the same time, but if you move your arms slightly forward, you feel the stretch across the back. And if you move your arms back, you feel the stretch across the chest. So you have a vertical, up, down, and you have a horizontal, side to side, between stretch from fingertip to fingertip. Drop the shoulders, drop the elbows. Keep pulling out, keep pulling out. So this is a bit painful in the shoulders, in the upper arms. Flatten your lower back. Turn your palms up and float up. Look up, turn your palms in. Push up. Stretch up, up. Turn your palms towards yourself. Lower your elbows, lower your elbows, lower your elbows. Lower your shoulders. All the way down. Come up. And pull out. Pull out once again. Stretch the horizontal between the hands, between the fingers. Raise the head here. So now we have the AIKI cross. Now we're going to turn to the right into the hami, into migi hami, into right side hami. Keep the stretch between your fingertips as you do. So you feel the stretch across the chest and across the shoulder blades as you slowly are turning to one side, keeping your right hand there and the left hand is coming in. So if you're turning to one side, you come into the kamai. You come into migi kamai here. Now you want to feel that stretch. So you can, if you lose it, you can bring your hands back into the horizontal, stretch out. Now draw it in without loosening the stretch between the fingertips, across the chest and across the back. Remind yourself of the lower back now. You want to flatten the lower back. Breathe into the lower back. You can drop the hands down to your belt and waist here. Now fill out the lower back as your hands are coming up and are pushing up in the cochlear extension. Now you have the support of your back into your hands. And the back itself is supported by your legs and your hara and your hip. So as you come up, round off the lower back, and you have this the balance and the strength being transferred into your hands because they have this horizontal connection that you pull back in and you retain it. So when you bring the hands in, don't collapse the chest. So it's almost like you want to, if you hug something, you feel the chest is still being extended out and around. So if you have the feeling of hugging something, then the chest is still, even when you have your hands here, your chest is still going to be wide and there. And easier to feel is to stretch across the shoulder blades. So you keep that there. So you round the back up and you come forward. Now this would be the hands come out, but it would be equal when you hold the sword. When you hold the jaw, you have the a good position in the legs, dropping the tailbone, inner arch, coming up through the side. Take out the slack in the side of the body, in the trunk. Take out the slack, come forward. Opening the chest, stretch out, and relax. So let's take the Bokken. So we're going to look at the Suburi practice. Suburi is the basics, right? But remember, when we start in from this kind of position, where we stand like feet together, as we bring the sword out, we come into Migi Hami. The sword is pointed, just like the arm would be in the shomen, like this. You have the sword sitting, pointing at the face or the upper throat of the opponent here. Don't bring it down like this, but lift it up. So it's really, instead of this, just point it forward, stretch it up. Don't lean over. Have the good position here, lift it up. Feel the good back leg, solid in the center, reach forward. Shoulders relaxed, shoulders down, elbows down. Don't bring it down, so lift it up like this. There. Then you get a good eye with a partner if you have one. First Suburi is working on establishing the hips, to stabilize the hips. So that would be a slight drawback with the front foot and coming down to a solid position here. Horizontal sword out. So the end of the cut is horizontal, coming from the hara, from the center, which is different from the kamai. Kamai means the posture. So inherent in the posture is that we're already, so when we come from here into the posture, here you want to take out the slack in the body. So here we have the vertical, we have the horizontal coming back into the kamai. So this itself should be a connected body when we hold kamai. Connected body here. Fill out the lower back. Fill out the lower back. There. Now, there are two ways of bringing the sword up. I'm going to walk backwards so you can see a little bit more of the leg. If you do a shorter lift up, just lift it up to here. Jodan kamai, the high kamai. And you cut straight down. Now in Iwama, solo practice, we will bring it all the way back, all the way down. That works for solo practice because we have the time and we have the flexibility, learning to be loose and flexible and move, learning to do the movement in the arm and the shoulder. But if you have this grip, once you come up here, in order to let it down on your back, you need to open your right hand and let the sword glide in your grip, so you can lower it onto your back. Then, as you move the sword back, you draw it back up into the grip and over into the strike. So, if you bring it up here, you need to open your right hand in order to let it down on your back. As you regain the grip, you come back up forward. So as you come up, release and let it slide through the right hand, regain the grip as it comes back up into the strike. This is a really nice flowing motion like this, yeah? But when we do partner practice in kata, we don't have time to go all the way back. When we do partner practice, we only go to Jodan here and cut straight down. You can practice the Suburi from the Jodan, or you can practice all the way. When you settle, when you come down, you want to really settle here. Now, the Wama hip is that we do tuck in the front here, yeah? But do not let this happen. Do not let the back stick out. So when you tuck this in the front, do not stick the back out. To be able to do the tuck in the front, you need to drive the other leg down in the ground. So the other leg goes down in the ground. You bend that knee in order for it not to swing up like this. So you retain that. So your balance is really, really nice like that. 50-50, grounded, and drop into place. Backhand, little finger drops over the end. One hand width for the grip. Do not have too wide of a grip, yeah? Bring your hand in properly so you have a good clipping action between the hands. You have a pulling action with the left. You have a moving forward action with the right. So that would be this kind of feeling. This kind of feeling. So it has this clip feeling. That accelerates the sword as it comes through the air. You use both left and right, yeah? So it clips through the air. It accelerates as you use the pull and the push, as it were, but it's more like a spiral rotation forward. There. Good. Daniel, right hand forward, left hand back. So now we are using the sword. Right foot forward and right hand forward. Right foot forward, right foot forward, right foot forward. Right foot forward, Daniel. Don't step back. Here. Now, if you look from the front, my sword goes straight over the head. Down on the back, straight over, and straight over the head here. So don't bring it here. This is different styles. Don't bring it here. The Wama Bokken, straight over the head. Oops. Straight down the back. And straight over the head back to cut. Now, when you lift the sword up, don't compensate by tucking the head in. Don't lift and tuck the head like this. So if you need to come down in your whole body. So your head sits easy on your shoulders. Don't tuck your head in. Here, if you drop it, it goes all the way here, and it comes over. Any tuck happens in the hips. Any settling happens in the hips. There you go. Daniel, straight up, straight down. Straight up. Don't go like this. That's different. That we're going to come to later. But this one is straight up and down. This one is straight up and down. Between your eyes, yeah? Yes, good. All the way. And bring it all the way back. Daniel, bring it all the way back on your back. Straight on your back. Okay, number two. Number two. So the first one is just settling. Number two, we start moving. Then you want to start employing your legs. And you need to, instead of stepping, to come back, we're going to use the left leg a lot because we're just going to step back and step forward. So the left leg here is going to be pulling down. This means are going to be pulled back. So you're actually closing the left leg, making your being pulled back. So you'll be going up here into Joran Kamai. Then when you return forward, you're going to be pulled forward. So you pull yourself forward here. So the cup lands together with the step. There. So the motion, you're working with the legs here. Pull yourself back. Pull yourself forward. And then you have the same pose. And you have a very good balance. You are not being thrown over. From Ken Kamai. Pull yourself back. Pull yourself forward. Now, if you are in Ken Kamai, connect the lower body. So you, before you even start contemplating doing the motion, connect the body, meaning fill out the lower back, bend the knees down, so you sit comfortably here, fill out the lower back, hoist the perineum, feel how that travels up to your arms, into the sword. Now, if you're more connected in the body, then the motion that you apply in the legs is going to have instant effect through the rest of the body. So then it goes quickly to move. It doesn't feel quick, but because everything is connected, your lower body, your back to your hands, and then you drive, you pull. And then when you finish, you should be able to let go of the weapon and find yourself in a very balanced form. And your upper body is relaxed, chest relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Solidity through your hips, through your shoulders, through the cups here. Don't find yourself leaning forward, and you have to compensate. In here, tuck in, which lends itself later to an immediate ski, cut ski. It lends itself perfect to it. So really when we do the step, what you want to work is with the legs, with the knees, the hip, the knees, and the ankle closes. Now when I go forward, closes, closes, pull yourself back by closing the leg, using the knee, ankle, and the hip. So there's a slight, you're slightly lowering yourself as you raise the sword, because you draw the knee too close and you're lifting up. So you have this dual up and down motion. So as you come back here, now you're here, now you're going to come down again, or you're going to pull yourself forward. And when the sword comes down, it's a slight feeling of coming up to meet it. A slight feeling of coming up to meet it with your hara. So here, so as you bring it up, it has this feeling of the hara meeting the sword as it's coming down. Now, Fabrizio, see if you can have the sword right in front of your center here. So don't have it like this, and don't turn the head here. So really, here, really work it here. And careful, don't let your knee fall inwards. So have the knee really in the line there. So you feel the legs is strong. The legs is strong. Don't let it fall in, and you lose the stretch through the leg. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bjorn Saw here. Now, when you go forward, don't drop it all the way on the back here and expose yourself here. From here, when you draw yourself forward, the sword is just coming down. So don't come here and then go here and drop you forward. You're kind of the whole premise is that you're already taking the slack out. So as you come in here, now the slack is taken out, so you're kind of sprung. It's nice stretch from the hara to the arms that has a pull here. When you release the pull, the sword is coming down. So it just cuts down. So you don't need to go back to wind up in order to get power. You don't need to go to wind up to find that power, because you already have it through your connected body, through taking the slack out already. Here. And then release. Okay, Suburi number 3. Suburi number 3. Let's see, where are we? We can just go here. Maybe I do this from here, so you'll see when I come back there. Just a second. Scan Kamai. Connect the legs, the back, the front, into the hands. Come back, raise the sword straight up now. Hold your breath. Come back in the front and cut, shoulder cut. Let me do that again. So there's one cycle of breath. So first, as you come back on the back leg, fold the sword up like this. And when you place the foot that's coming back, as you move the right foot back, once that places, you push the Bokken straight up. And as you do, you breathe in. Then you hold your breath and suppress. Feels like like the breath is being compressed onto the side. Still facing forward. Do not turn it away. Still bring it back here. Then when you bring it back straight over the head. Step forward and cut shoulder. One breath. And then this becomes the ki. And as you come back to Kamai, you let out the remaining air.
Yeah.
I'll do it one more time here. Here. Third Suburi.
Yeah.
Come back to Kamai. One more time. Fold it. Lift and breathe in. Hold your breath, compress. Pull yourself forward and cut. If you release the weapon, you have a nice posture. Relax. Then you come back. You come up. Start again. One cycle of breath, yeah. Good. Okay, good. Shall we just do some 4 direction cuts so we can get the feel of the hip turns? So if I do 4 directions, so I do north, south, east, and west. Just one for, just Bjorn Kamai. 1, turn on the front foot. 2, south. Now, a nice 90-degree turn with your left foot here. Able to turn as you lift here. Turn on the ball of the foot and cut the left side last. 4 directions at this time. Ken Kamai, Migi Hammi. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Four directions: north, south, east, west. Now we can do it. We can do it with one more step. So we do the same thing, but look at this. So now we come back. We cut north. We turn. We cut south. We cut east. Turn. Cut west. So a little bit more stepping. So we can come back. We cut north forward. When you turn, make sure your tip stays there. So don't lift the tip when you turn. Leave the tip here. Cut south. Now left foot. Big step. And forward. And turn. And forward. Fabrizio, step on that right. Yes. Now left foot around. No, other way. Left foot around, other way. In front, so you sneak around like this. Have a look, once again. North, south. Look at now. I'm going to turn this way. I'm going to turn the long way around. So I have to take my back leg, step around, and cut east. Then I turn and I cut west.
So you cut always on the right leg there?
Yes. So we come here, right leg forward, right leg forward, right leg forward, right leg forward. Subhash,
Sensei.
Subhash, that one you lifted the bokken. That turn you lifted the bokken. Don't lift the bokken. So you did good. You did good. This was good. You left it there. That was good. Now when you did this turn, you lifted the bokken. Leave the bokken down. Yeah. Good. The last one, we can add a ski. Remember that the ski is not that we have missed the cut and then we have to do a ski to catch up with them. It is perfect cut and the finish off. So the cut here, each knee, each knee, each knee, each knee. So we do the same stepping and we add the ski with it. The last thing we will do. So if it cuts off, thank you so much for tonight and see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Sensei.
1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You don't have to finish.